And another highly versatile product from Trend is this tapered 6-inch diamond file. Flat and half round.
Right.
Very nice contoured handle. Sits very, very comfortably.
What sort of grit is this?
This is a 600 grit 25 micron.
That's a fine again.
But it's such a versatile product, not just for woodworking, but also for gardening or domestic work. So it sharpens a huge range of things. And this is something else that you really need to look at, especially because I know that you're very much into your wood turning. So let's see what it does. So I'm just going to put a little bit of the fluid on there to start with. I'm just going to show you to start with. Again, something like a router bit. You can come in here. I like to just put it onto a work surface here. Make sure that you're flat on that surface. And again, you can see how quickly that cuts carbide. Count on one side, turn it over, and do exactly the same on the other side.
Just keep it flat's the key then.
That's how quickly you can do your router bit.
Amazing.
It is absolutely amazing. So also with any sort of things like spindle moulder cutters, if you want to work on the internal bevel edge, you know, you have got the facility because of this shape to actually work on any sort of shapes here as well.
Right.
Absolutely superb.
And you can use the flat side again on that as you would normally.
On the flat side, if need be, you can just take this down and remove any burrs quite comfortably.
Okay.
But perhaps one of the biggest things, or one of the biggest markets that we've got at the moment with this, is for wood turning.
Right.
Where the show that was in London in March, there were about 25 professional demonstrators there, and it was really good to see that 8 or 9 of them already are working with this product, and absolutely they were chuffed to bits with it. And I'm going to show you why. Something like an external bevel here, again, if it's an internal bevel, we can work this on there quite comfortably. And the nice thing is that you're just using this to put that final edge on and to edge it up all the time, and just in a light, easy, soft motion.
So you can just touch this up as you're turning, can't you? You don't have to keep going to the grinder and grinding away lots of metal.
No need.
Just touch it up.
So you're literally just working this nice and comfortably, touching that up, and then off you go straight away.
And you can even remove the burr inside, I suppose.
If you want to remove the burr, you can do. And the beauty is with this is that when you lie that flat on there, you are actually making sure that you're removing the burr perfectly.
Yeah, not
so make
over.
sure that that is flat on there as you're doing it. And it's absolutely brilliant for removing the burr. So that, shape-wise, for wood turners is superb. But also with the skews. Again, with the shape that you're going in there, you can either work it that way round, or what a lot of the turners there were doing was holding it that way and taking this to it. Now, you really can't go wrong.
No, you can see exactly what you're doing, can't you?
You're absolutely smack on that edge every time. So all you're doing is just lightly touching up that edge. And again on the other side, and it's only 2 or 3 light strokes.
Little and often.
You've got the edge on there, and you go straight back to work.
Right.
So for turning, it is absolutely superb. I'm just going to also mention now, you can see that this is beginning to get a little bit dirty. With these diamond stones, perhaps one of the best ways that you can actually clean them down and remove any of the residue that's been attracted from when you've been sharpening is to use this Trend cleaning block, which is like a drawing office eraser.
Right.
After you've used the lapping fluid for a little while, or whatever fluid you're using on there, wipe it off and keep it dry. But this will take out any of the residue that's acquired around the top of the diamond.
Take any clogging off.
This is a very fine stone. I'm just going to give you an idea on here on how efficient it is. But that looks very clean to me. It doesn't look like it's got much on there. But that is how quickly that will clean down a diamond stone.
What a difference. Another expensive sharpening job, of course, is circular saw blades, tungsten circular saw blades. Can we do these with the tapered diamond file?
Yes, yeah, of course you can. Obviously it is a bit laborious having to take these out of the machine all the time and put them in a vise and sharpen that way around. But come and look at this. Now, how would you feel if I said to you that we could actually sharpen that in situ?
It'd make your job a lot easier.
I know it would. Now, perhaps the best thing that you can do if you're going to sharpen a saw blade when it's in situ is make sure it's switched off. It's a very good idea. So
That one is.
I've just checked with Alan that there's nothing around there. So what we're going to do is just one squirt of the lapping fluid on there. And if we just hold the blade and come in from there, we're working on that flat side again. It is very easy just now to take that forward and backwards a couple of strokes. Move that slightly round, come on to your next one.
Again, it's so simple, isn't it?
This is plenty for re-edging your saw blade.
How often do you think we could do this?
Well, what I would suggest is I would obviously just mark up one of the teeth, work it round there nice and easily, 2 or 3 strokes to re-edge it. I would actually do that about 3 times, and then what I would suggest is take the blade out, send it away to be precision ground to make sure it's absolutely perfect yet again.
Right, okay.
But again, you're putting the edge on there very quickly, and the more that you keep that sharp, the longer the life you're going to get
just
out of it.
prolonging it the whole time, aren't you?
Every time.
I can see this is going to be really useful in my workshop. Fantastic tool.
Yeah, you're going to find many, many uses for that. But I tell you something else. You wait until we get into your garden.